AMC Nation, good morning. Johnwicksnipin back with another AMC video. By the way, it was guava kiwi, ya momo, not guava strawberry. What kind of Latino are you? Canto cabrón. Anyway, I want to start this video off immediately saying Commander 35, I loved the video. I thought it was great. Thank you. It was fucking hilarious. For anybody that has not seen that video, shout out to Commander 35. Go to his channel and go watch that video that he created on some of the YouTubers talking about AMC. It was a great video. Great job. Well done. I love stuff like that. Listen, I wasn't portrayed in the most positive situation there in the video, but I loved it. I'm not going to sit here and try to threaten lawsuits or anything like that for defamation. I mean, come on. And second of all, my man, please, you ain't going to do no kind of lawsuit. You don't want your name anywhere near any court documents. You don't look like the type of guy that really wants to go that route. And believe me, if you want to, hit me up on IG and I'll send you my address. You can send me the suit, you can pay the filing fees, and then when I get it, it'll just be some extra toilet paper for me because I'm just going to wipe my ass with it. That's my wheelhouse. I'm a paralegal, my guy, and I've got plenty of friends in that industry, and I ain't going to be paying legal fees. You will be. So keep playing that little lawsuit game because you fucking with the wrong guy on that one. So back to AMC business. The main thing that I want to talk about today is, and I know yesterday I spoke about fidelity regarding prices that you can set, limit prices that you can set, not being too high. Some people pointed out, on their brokerage accounts what they can go up to, but clearly nobody can do an astronomical amount. Like Fidelity is probably going to let me go to as high as like maybe $1.50 or something like that, over and above, if that. I don't even think it's going to be that high, and that's a problem. That's another manipulation tactic that this whole stock investment, stock market industry has created. They just don't let you do what you want to do. I mean, I think it's stupid. Why can't I set my shares to 1 million? If it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. Like what's somebody can explain that to me also, please. What's in their best interests? Well, I know what I know they want to limit us, but I think it's just so dumb. Like, you should be able to set your price at whatever. You can buy it for whatever, but for some reason you can't sell it for whatever. So that's another part of this manipulation that I hope gets sorted out one day. And in this particular play, obviously, we can't set those crazy prices that people have been touting on the internet and on social media, on YouTube specifically, like 5,000, 10,000 a share. We can't even set those prices. So how are you ever going to even be able to click that price? If it starts running to 500, you can't, and you think it's going to 5,000, it's not like you can set a limit price for 5,000. So that was one of the things. The second thing that I wanted to point out, and specifically to you guys that are on the apps like Robinhood and Webull, you're not likely to play the market in the wee early hours or in aftermarket. They limit you. Another limitation. Remember, this is just put money in and then we'll decide how to take it from you. That's what's going on. So with Fidelity, I'm able to do that. I'm not exactly sure of the time. I think it's something like 7:30 in the morning that they allow me in pre-market to trade, but I can trade after hours all the way till 8 p.m. So that's huge, guys, because there's a possibility that a lot of this fuckery is going to go on in pre-market or after hours. Don't think that the rip is going to happen during market hours. That's probably not the time that it's going to do it. That's not the time that I've seen crazy prices go up or down during market hours. Obviously, it can and will happen to a certain degree, but pre-market is where the fuckery really happens, and aftermarket as well. So keep that in mind, because when this rips and you only have a short amount of time to really act and get out and take the money that you want to get and the price points that you want to get, if you don't have that ability, you may not be able to get to that. So now is the time to really start figuring out what you're going to do with that situation. You know, the New York guy said you should have transferred into a more reputable brokerage, which I did do. I credited him for that. I was in Webull. I took it out. I got myself in Fidelity, which I've always had. I was in there before, but Webull makes it so easy to buy and sell that I picked up shares of AMC at some point through Webull. But I did take that advice and I moved it to Fidelity. And now I have also the ability to trade pre-market and after hours. The other thing that I want to touch on with you guys is that, like, you don't have to agree with my exit price. And I'll be honest with you, I may not go with that exit price. I'm not in the situation yet. None of us are. So predicting the outcome or our decision at this time is only talk. So if I say I'm out at 100, I might be, I might not be. But I can tell you one thing that it is good for, and that is to keep our opposition off balance. Say it. Say whatever you want to say. It doesn't matter. But if we keep trying to say, oh no, we're all getting out at 500, well, then they know exactly what we're going to do. So I may get out at 100. I may get out at 200. I may wait for 500. I may wait for 1,000. I don't know. I'm not in the situation. I'm not reading the statistics at that time, the short interest, and have they covered, and so on and so forth. But I can tell you 100 is going to be a good temperature for a lot of people in this play. They're fatigued. We know that. These are just the facts. You can't get mad at the facts. This is the fact. People are fatigued. Some people are in very high. They may want to take the profit at that point and get out. But I can guarantee that's going to be a very good temperature at that point for people to decide, do I want out or do I want to see if this can go any further? I may not. I don't know. I'm not in the situation yet. So having said that, there's no absolute way to play a situation no one's ever been in. This is the first time this has ever happened like this. So there's just no way to predict it. All we can keep doing is talking, commenting. I love the comments. As you can see, I don't care if you curse at me. I don't care what you say. I still respectfully acknowledge your comment one way or another. All of you get a heart from me, and we keep it moving. And some of you disagreed with me heavily in some videos, and some of you have turned around and said, you know what, I've watched a couple more videos, and you know what, I can dig you. I can watch you. So like I said, there's no absolute way. And the internet, a lot of you guys think you know what you're talking about, but what's your source? The internet? You're looking at, what are you looking at? You're looking at something on your phone, on your computer, on your laptop, on your electronic device. Well, let me just tell you something about the internet. It is no longer a reliable source of info. It can be manipulated 1,000 different ways. So trying to tell people that you know better than anybody else is just embarrassing to yourself, because you can't possibly get any reliable information anymore. Okay, the internet is just not a reliable source. It is limited on all platforms. They can deny putting up certain information if they want to. You guys know this. I don't even know why I even have to explain it. But for those that may not, that really swear by the internet, just know it's not a reliable source. It's just no longer that. So that's all I've got for you today. Look, I hope we get some green today. I don't know if the rip's going to happen today. Who knows when it's going to happen at this point. But I really want to see an uptick in our stock, because look, yesterday we went up, and then we got dragged back down again. So I'm hoping for all of us today. Good luck to everybody, and I'll see you a little bit later. Thanks for watching.